Hi, my friends, it's Kirsten. Today I'm just going to talk very candidly, unscripted. This is a do-over of my video I just posted. I tried to film this yesterday. I finished my calls for the day with clients, and I just was very suddenly inspired by a comment from a lovely viewer named Luvia, or at least that's your username. Thank you, Luvia, for your comment. And she just inspired me to sit down and just talk, and to actually talk about what it has been like, or how I fit dance into my life now. One of my cats might be trying to get into the room. So anyway, how I fit dance into my life now. And it actually, where that just random discussion ended up going was that I really shared my heart about what it has been like to transition from quitting ballet professionally and just doing it for fun. Then also I talked about how there's been 6 months of my life where I decided to just not even take class for me anymore. And all this has been just a really personally enriching experience. It's been incredibly challenging, but ultimately without some of my worst fears in life coming true, which was, succumbing to injury and stopping my pursuit of a professional career. By that coming true, I'm now able to live my life that is a fulfillment of a new dream. And this new dream isn't just for me. It's not just to make me happy. It's to serve other people with all my heart, especially those who are going through the pain that I also went through and suffered through tremendously. And yeah, without the pain, without the mess, I wouldn't have my message. And I wouldn't see all this beauty and redemption in my life that I didn't even know needed redeeming. I didn't know that my life before this was really just about me. I didn't know so much. Yeah. So I could go into that, but I'll talk about what the title of this video is about, so I don't deceive any of you. I don't make you feel like I'm just blabbering on and you're not getting what you came for, which most of you are just here to hear me talk candidly. So this is for you. And know that I love the heck out of you if you are just here to connect and you're just here to have my heart speak to yours, because that's really what I love and that's really what I'm here to do. I'm here to speak to real people. And I know that behind the computer screen or my camera, I don't know, whatever you want to say, is a real person going through real things. And I'm really here to share my heart. And that isn't done very well through a script. I do that sometimes. I script and I plan out so that I can effectively communicate tips and strategic information. But today it's all about my heart and the work that's been done in my heart through my journey. So I also just want to say that a lot of dancers have a huge fear of losing dance, which is understandable, especially if your whole life and identity and your whole plans of how your future is supposed to go are centered around this thing that could easily be taken from you or lost or, challenged. I understand that. And I want to speak to that. And I want each of you to know who might be afraid of redefining dance in your life or stepping away from it for a time. I want you to know that it's only your fear that you have to fear. And yes, the transition is difficult. Yes, it's painful. Yes, my cat is screaming in the background for no good reason. But you will be okay. And you will be more than okay, in fact. And there is purpose in every trial. And especially when you surrender to that. And yes, I do want to add the caveat that a lot of times we are the ones perpetuating our pain. You guys know that I am a Christian. I do believe in God and I live for my faith. But I don't want to be deceiving you guys or saying things that confuse you. I don't want you to think that suffering is something that God inflicts on us. Not at all. But he does redeem all aspects of this broken world. And what redemption means is not restoring something to the exact way that you want it to be. It's restoring something for the purpose it was created to fulfill. And that is exactly my journey. That is exactly my experience. My life has been redeemed for the purpose it was created to fulfill. So, anyway. So, after I just decided to stop dancing professionally, I decided to do that because I really felt like there was something more for me. There were parts of me that were suppressed for a really long time, parts of me that I never got to know, gifts that I never got to share or didn't even know that they existed. I just knew there was something more for me. So I took a break. I stopped with no expectation or timeline or idea of when I would come back, if I would come back. I had no idea. I didn't even know what I was doing next. But in regards to dancing, I just continued to dance for fun. And I cannot tell you how much my healing skyrocketed. It was crazy. Like, I got better so much faster after that because the expectations were off. The fear wasn't there anymore. I didn't need anything from dancing other than the pleasure of it, the community of people I got to be around every time I danced. I just needed to go to be free and to be myself. I didn't need anything else, and I didn't need anyone else's approval. Hi, Constantine. And that was a beautiful thing. And so there was really this honeymoon phase where all of a sudden I was able to jump again really quickly, and I felt my physical condition improve so much, and I was so happy. And a couple months later, I moved to Austin, and shortly thereafter, I felt like I was being called to stop dancing. It's just stopped taking classes for me. There were a few factors that kind of triggered that decision. My knee started hurting again, and it just didn't seem like there was a good reason for that. It was kind of mysterious. And I started just noticing that my joy was gone in ballet class, and I was honestly just going for exercise. I lost my motivation. I felt dull, and I felt like the work, like it was just work. Like my soul wasn't dancing like it normally did. And so I decided to stop, just take a break. And the experience I had discontinuing even taking classes was really profound. It taught me a lot, and it allowed me to build up the aspects of my identity that are not centered around dance. It was significant. However, I will say that I never experienced, I don't think, that level of confusion around basic things like, who am I? What am I doing? How competent am I really? Like, I felt like I couldn't even hold a conversation with the same level of confidence that I used to. I just felt like there was a cloud in my brain. Like, my actual brain fog got so bad. And when I came back from spending time with my family over the holidays, I almost said Christmas break, but that's something that students have. Or, I don't have Christmas break anymore, but I guess when you're an adult, you're supposed to call it the holidays. Christmas vacation, I don't know. But, when I came back, I just felt very prompted, like, it is time to get back into ballet classes. I don't know why exactly. I knew, well, I think my idea was that around that time, I really started to own my niche in my coaching business. And I just came to the realization, like, I am meant to help dancers. This is the community I'm meant to serve. I know the exact challenges and strengths of the dancers in this community, and I want to bolster them in their times of need, and speak life and truth into them. And so when I started to own that, not only did my life and my business completely change, but it felt only natural to come back to dancing. And the second I did, I just felt a tremendous amount of life and energy come back into my body. I felt like myself again. I felt so clear and so happy and just light as a feather. It was crazy. And ever since, I've continued to dance, and I just dance just about once a week now, twice if I'm lucky. I demonstrate as I teach. That's one way I kind of fit dance into my life. And to be clear, I just want to say I was really nervous to get back into dancing. I was going to take class with a new community of dancers I'd never taken class with before, and a lot of the old silly fears of like, am I good enough? Am I going to seem like a loser? Will I even be able to take class and do the movements? All that started to come out, but I was really nervous. It was so funny. And instantly when I got there, it was just like, the missing puzzle piece just came back. It was wonderful, and I was so happy. And I know that a lot of you guys who have taken a break from dance, or if you're an adult dancer, it can feel really daunting to come back to class, but just know that people are there to support you, especially in these classes where people are just there for fun. And people aren't there to judge you, and you just owe it to yourself to fulfill that desire. There's a reason you want to go, and it is so worth it to just go and do it. And yes, your ego might feel nervous and challenged and like, oh, I'm going to look like a loser. But the ego isn't the part of you that gets to call the shots. It's not the part of you that builds a fulfilling life. But you do have a desire to go for a reason. So just do it and you will not regret it. I promise. So anyway, it has been really encouraging to see how much my physical ability has stuck around. I'm very lucky in that I get to take Pilates, or I actually I got to do a Pilates teacher training in Oklahoma when I was there. And so I've never stopped doing just mat exercises by myself. And also the studio I teach ballet at has a reformer and a whole like decked out Pilates room, which I have a key to. It is such a dream. I'm so grateful for that. So I've been able to maintain my strength for the most part. And so just even taking class once a week is wonderful. And I just block that time off on my schedule. And truly, I see it as not laziness, moving away from my work. It's not a waste of time. In fact, it allows me to do my work so much better. So much better. And so I have no regrets taking that time out of my schedule. And I just want to share, this is such a special, special part of this journey. And I know that it is no accident. I will be performing for the first time since that last Fateful Nutcracker performance in December 2017. I will be performing this Sunday on Easter, which is my favorite holiday. And it represents the reason why I have joy. Oh, I'm just so grateful. Yes. On this day that represents where my joy comes from in my faith, I will be getting to perform a solo as an act of worship with my community. And so I choreographed the solo, I'll be performing it, and I know that what matters isn't my physical ability this time. It's not being good enough, not being perfect. It is just sharing what has been done in my heart through dance and through my journey. And it's just so exciting, and oh my gosh, I can't help but get all teary-eyed because of how special this is. So I hope this has been very encouraging to you, and that you know there is no one way to be happy. There is not just one way to be a dancer. Your life is not just about measuring up and being good enough. And yeah, the uncertainties of life aren't all that bad. And in fact, sometimes we need a disruption to find the life that we're really meant to live. So I will leave you with that. And I just want to thank you for watching till the end, if you're still here. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.